back on their toolbox. So, what the fuck? Let's go! It's the dragon for me. It's the energy in the building for me. The biggest energy, okay? That's what I'm talking about. All right, so if you do not know what the juice box is, it is each and every Friday at 3 p.m. Eastern, right after the rundown. Okay? What we do here is we tap in with some of the best and if you are here for the talent showcase, request the box. I'm gonna go ahead and introduce my co-host.
Big Top Badge MK! Stop playing with him! Whoa!
Don't stop the beat. I know that's right. Ghost Pressure, introduce yourself before we box up our guests.
What's good with it? Big Top Badge, Ghost Pressure in the building. Never been a little one. Couldn't be. Yo, and we rocking today. This weekend about to be off the hook. Shout out to the people in the building. We got Big L and Casper in the building. Let's go.
Hell yeah. All right, so if you are in the box for the talent showcase, I'm gonna box you up first. My special surprise guest, stay in queue, okay? Shout out to all the people that got their top badge today. Number one was April K, okay?
Whoa!
Number one was April K. Then we had Jokes on You, got his as well. And we also
congratulations, Jokes on You.
Shot O'Clock got his top badge today as well. We're gonna introduce, this is a wonderful poet in these streets. If y'all don't know him, I'm gonna let him say it. You know what I'm saying? He wanna, I can't say too much. The man gotta speak for himself, you know? And he is effing lit, y'all. So if y'all don't know Rainmaker, make sure y'all hit him with a fade. And Rainmaker, make sure you introduce yourself. Tell them where to find you, you know, and what you do on the app.
Definitely. My name is Rainmaker, published author, published photographer as well. You can catch me. I have a show with Naj on Unfiltered on Tuesdays, book clubs, and have poly discussions and stuff like that, and educate people about ethical non-monogamy.
Well, when you have those shows, please invite me because I would love to tap in and be involved. Okay, we love that stuff.
No problem.
But yeah, I've heard you do some poetry before, and I was amazed. Okay, so I don't know how long you've been doing this. But it's poets like you that I really appreciate and keep me writing, like you, Lex the gentleman. So if you got a piece, the box is available and open for you as well. So we're gonna go ahead.
You already know, Lex.
Already notified. All right, so let's go ahead.
My grandma came to this country with a pyramid in her pocket. Sunflower seeds to plant a bloodline. Native tongue curls sharp around the atmosphere, head wrap and juju as long as the Mississippi is deep. Passed from a maroon heritage, she with eyes boiling determination, she the wind, the howl of a forever, the curse and gift held like siblings in a left breast who be the matriarch of this black magic, the gleam on the point of a needle, shouts and screams dancing to the cumbersome shadows of this city, my past in her stomach, so serenely suspended, silver shimmering spears, seven soft sycamores, seep sap sealing her energy at the corner of doors, deliberate diamond dawning over the blue blood orange horizon. Jamaica made a woman beyond woman, so she birthed my mother and 9 other children before making this pilgrimage. Divorced 2 would-be lovers and put one in the ground. He thought his hands were as fast as God's mind. She proved him wrong, however. Healing in her bones, bountiful and beaming, sat me on a table and spoke to me this speech, fashioned on mangoes and June plums, star apples and coconut water. She slept on a bed of machetes. I love her sacrifice, love being stuck to her feet, listening to her stories. The little girl, she moved mountains with this language, made dragons cry with the look of mother. Oh, be a woman, my grandma, rain dancer to the stars. She told me if I love sweet and often, Pepsi. She told me to love sweet and often. Take in everything so that one day when this burden of this pyramid I carry in my pocket is placed on your shoulders, you will know how to go to the kitchen and walk this over. You know how to dance for the stars. I love her. Behind these mics, I swear I have a pyramid in my pocket and I am here the way my grandma is casting these spells. And if you ask me what makes me so special, I'll tell you without ever batting a bumble-clad eye that my granny came to this country with a pyramid on her pocket and heaven on her breath.
Let's go, y'all. Let's go. Listen.
Rain, is you serious?
Drop the juice box in the chat if y'all love that piece right there. Drop the juice box. I'm not gonna lie, like the fact that you're not reading off of nothing it be blowing my mind. Like y'all just be. I'm not there yet. Lex, y'all really just be like memorizing it, and shout out to y'all for the talent bringing that to the juice box.
Yeah, I hit my first Millie, so tonight.
Big Millie, let's go.
It's a Millie party in here.
Yes,
okay, so but y'all make sure y'all hit them with a fave and pull up.
I know. All I have is a DJ. I don't know what's happening. My people's planned it. I just have to show up. I have no clue what's about to happen, but it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be the whole itinerary.
That's the best way to do it, Rain. That's the best way to go about it, man.
That means your love. Make sure y'all hit it with a fave. Thank you so much, Rainmaker. I would love to see you through the juice box more often. So this is also another person that's been on the app, y'all. And April K, I hope you're here to box up after the surprise guest, because I definitely want to talk to you and how the vibrations on the day of. We want to tap in and see hear about your journey. So, but this particular lady here, I know y'all have seen her around the app, and for me, she's definitely, I consider her like a Mrs. Content Creator, like she really puts it together well. She's very super talented. I've been at her show, Modern Day Bay, and I ain't gonna say too much because she could say it, you know what I'm saying? She got to do her own introduction, but it is Elle, it's a surprise guest. Let's go.
You're one of the best content creators on this app. You damn sure we want you on this app. And coming with one of the funniest dudes I ever met on the other side. And the way y'all do things together is amazing. So welcome.
Yo, Casper be funny in the comments. He don't even have to do that. I'm cracking up just seeing him chiming in. But, Elle, go ahead and introduce yourself. And then Casper, we'd love to hear from you as well.
Yes, y'all. So first of all, before I just go into that, I want to say congratulations to AK-47 in this thing. Big top that I see you. I'm proud of you. Your hard work has paid off. Congratulations, Mama. You deserve it. Congratulations. But yes, y'all, for those of y'all who I have not yet had the pleasure of meeting, my name is Elle the Drug, aka Miss Modern Day Bay, and that is because as Chakra so graciously told y'all, my show Modern Day Bay is every Tuesday at 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and it's my baby. I'm real proud of that right there. So make sure y'all tap in, make sure y'all fave me. I also have a showcase, my very first showcase auction coming up. It is on January 14th. It's called the Queen Bee Experience, and it is a Beyonce themed showcase extravaganza. So if you want to recreate your favorite Beyonce moment, you want to put on your favorite Beyonce outfit, you want to get your hair, you want to just do the whatever you want to do. It is January 14th, Make sure y'all tap in with me. And shout out to the scouts. Hello?
Okay, so Casper, get in there, let the people know who you are, because it's geeking out time.
Feel me? Ladies and gentlemen, we really about to take it to another level because I got that energy. I am the disaster known as Casper. You feel me? So excited to be on the show. Thanks for the invite. When you hit me up, that's all I needed. I was definitely going to pull up. Excited to do it today. Tap in with me every Monday. I have a feature show. We geeking out. We talking about your favorite fictional character, but we're getting ready to pivot and we'll be talking about actual people. So if you like Denzel, if you like Beyonce, if you like the Rolling Stones, whoever you like, you will be able to discuss them, and we're going to geek out on your actual people. So stay tuned for that change up. I also got a show I do with Elle the Drug on Sundays. His or hers. You bring your problems. We give you the solutions. At the end of each segment, you decide who advice you want to take, his or hers. And then on Wednesdays, my girl is about to be featured in here. Let's link. Her name is 2 Cents. She in the comments. And her feature show, it's like almost there. We about to be featured. We right there. We just waiting on them to get it together. But the yellow and green shield is the shield. That's the symbol of the Scouts. That's my team. And we really trying to take over the app. We really are trying to do it a different way and change the way people look at families. Families have such a negative following behind them. I really wanted to do something different. And so I got a solid team, and we really about the support. So when you see us, it's going to be something special. You know what I'm saying? So excited to be here. Let's get into it.
All right. So you talk about the shield. I have always seen the shield as one of those things that stands out. And nobody else, when you see that green and yellow, they talking about the scouts, right? So I want to tap into what really drove that, like who came up with that, and like where did it originate from?
So I'm a huge anime fan. Like at first you was a loser if you watch anime. Now it's blowing up and we everywhere, taking over Comic Cons and everything. One of my favorite animes is Attack on Titans. A group in there is called the Scout Regiment. It's a group that no matter what's going on, no matter what's the problem, you can count on the scouts to get you out of it. And so when I looked at really starting over and rebranding myself and like really trying to push forward, I wanted to come up with a team that was the same thing. I wanted us to be somebody you could count on. When you see us, we coming through, like in the event that you ask, 2 Cent to do a show and 2 Cent have an emergency, she can't do the show. She knows she can reach out to us and a member of the scouts will show up. Like we gonna make sure that like we keep our commitments, we there to turn up. We really want to do things different. And so like, that's the origin of it. I wanted a team that stood for the same things that show stood for. So the scouts was it. When I was going through icons, I saw this one. It looked real similar to the symbol that's in the show. And I like the yellow and green because I'm a Packer fan. So that really worked with it, So I was like, let's run with it, baby.
So with it being a family, I know being in a family, just a family period, is hard. So like my family's hard. So being that that's blood and blood is supposed to help the family be closer because it's blood. Knowing that you don't have all of that, what is one of the most like successful like things that you've done in the family that makes you love it the most?
That is a good question. I'd say for me, as soon as I met Harley first, Big Bag Harley, shout out to her in the comments, but I met her first. And just like the feeling, right? The sense of belonging that I got from being in her live and from being around other members of the Scouts before I was one was like unmatched, And for me, I knew that I was meant to be a scout whenever I had my first episode. So for those of y'all that don't know, Modern Day Bae, before it was Modern Day Bae, was How to Bag a Baddie. Okay, it was called How to Bag a Baddie.
I was on that show. I
remember. You were on that show. This was like my episode 2 or episode 3. So we waiting for him to come back, but we giving him time or whatever. But like, whenever we started that show, it was like, I mean, and it's so funny that you just said that because we were just talking about this the other day. The flyer was trash. the way that the segments were trash, like the way that it was set up, right? All of it. But the scouts were always there. Every single time they were always there. They were spamming the emoji. They were encouraging me. They were giving me insight and ways to make it better. Casper counseled me through a lot of segmenting it and making it something that could be substantial and actually come across as content. And 2 Cents named my show, and Harley has been on the Boss Bit. I mean, she never missed an episode. When I tell you this is a family affair, this is a family affair. So that's when I realized the support there and that there was genuine love and wanting to see me be successful in that way. That I like to call them my chosen family because you do have your blood with your family and everything, but the people that you choose to stick with, the people that you choose to be aligned with, that's almost more substantial because you don't get to pick your family. You know what I'm saying? I got to pick my family, and for that I'm forever grateful. I love them so much.
I will say, what I love that is the fact that support, right? Showing up, being there, chiming in, saying we could do this a better way. Like, I hope y'all paying attention because I know y'all around other content creators, and this is what really makes it special and a different experience. You get what I'm saying? When you have people behind you that genuinely want to see you win. So if somebody wanted to be in the Scouts, what does that look like?
Real good question. So first of all, like I'm high octane, you know what I'm saying? Like when I'm supporting my people, like I'm over the top, I'm funny. If your stream going slow, I don't mind like making a fool of myself to get it going, to give people something to talk about. Like I will do what it takes to get you going. But off the app, I really try to give people like a different side of me. You know what I mean? And so when it comes to like being a scout, like I joke and everything, but like when I inbox you, it'd be like a completely different, like it's really like I vet you almost. I let you know like what's your expectation of me, what's your expectation of the family, and like what are your streaming goals, and that's important for me because I don't want you to just join because you think that like oh man, I seen y'all dropping a couple dragons, so I want to join so y'all could drop on me like that. It really needs, I feel like, you know, quality over quantity. Like I really want people that's going to be down for like what our mission statement is. We want to support each other. I never tell anybody what to do with their diamonds, but if Tucson got a show, if Tucson got a show, I'm there. If Harley got a show, I'm there. If my girl Fame Star, who don't even stream, got an event, I'm there. You know, like I really want us to pull up for one another. And so, yeah, it's really no criteria. You just have to be able to be on the same wavelength. Like, we don't want you to join because you want diamonds. We want you to join because you genuinely want to rock with us. It's not up to me because I'm not the scouts. And a member of the team really opened my eyes to that. It's not up to me. And so, like, I do go through the initial process, but I also leave it up to the team. We got a group chat. We talk more off the app, and I let everybody know, hey, this person is interested. Y'all pull up on their stream, tell me what you think, and then we go through a couple of days, and if everybody vote, cool. But there has been a time where everybody was like, I'm not really feeling the vibe, and I was like, okay, it's not gonna work. And then as the leader, I reach out to the person. I'm like, hey, I appreciate you joining. You can still run with us, but it just really ain't gonna work, you know, with you joining. So
I like what you said. I want to piggyback off of what you said. You know, you were talking about gifts and people seeing them and then having the wrong impression. I know that meant something to you, so I'm gonna bring it back up. You know, like, that's not what it's about. It's about much more than that. And I want to start off with this question. As much as a family is a good thing, there are some things you got to go through in a family. If you were to give me one thing that looks the way it is but isn't, or something that you would like to say that, yeah, people say this but it ain't like that, any type of, because I know you've been through a lot of things in your family where people think they coming in one way and that's not what we do as a family.
The one big thing for me, and then I'll let Elle give one thing, is like, don't mistake us being happy and laughing and everything. Like, it's always like that. Like, we fight. But my thing is, I would prefer we don't air our dirty laundry on tag. We go to the group chat and we hash it out there. We fight there. We have disagreements there, whatever it is. But when we come on tag, we are united front. Don't nobody need to see that we disagreeing or we into it. Let's do that behind closed doors.
I love the mission statement point. That's very organized and business minded. And I love, you know, how well organized it is, right? And when you said sometimes people want to be in the scouts, but they don't get in. How does that look after they haven't gotten in? For the non-scouts, you know, I'm just saying, like, is that weird? Like, how's it for y'all?
If I may be so bold, the thing about Casper and his leadership skills is he maintains relationships. So he's good at not only building relationships, but also maintaining them. So, you know, whenever people don't get in or whenever it's just like, it's not going to work in that way, he's really good at saying, like, you know, just because it's not a family doesn't mean that, like, I still don't support you or we don't still support you or individuals in the family don't support you. He never airs it out like, well, they said you couldn't. Like, it's not like that. He makes sure to kind of keep it smooth between the family and the person through the whole process. And, you know, even if they don't make it, that doesn't mean we're not going to pull up. You know what I mean? That doesn't mean that people aren't going to.
It's still a no, though.
It's a no. It's definitely a no. You feel me? But it's not like a no and you can't sit with us. It's just like a no.
It's important for me, if I'm really going to be the leader of the scouts, then I have to weather a lot of the burdens. And so when I do have to turn somebody down, it's never like they said no. It's more like I feel like it's not a good fit. Even if I wanted the person, if we vote and it's not, it's up to me to carry it. Like, I feel like it's not a good fit. I think you're cool and everything, but it's just not aligning with like the team, and I feel like it'll bump heads. But I'm still gonna rock with you. I still support with you. It's just, you know, the scout thing not gonna work. And I mean, in the few times I have had to do it, one went bad. The other one, they was like, I understand, it's cool.
So being a leader is really hard in ways because everything is on you. What is it about you that you're able to make mistakes and still, you know, make things right or keep going?
I'm I'm a cocky person. And I'm real prideful. I am prideful. But at the end of the day, I'm not above apologizing when I know I'm wrong. And I mean, if I make a mistake, you know, I'm not above mistakes. And if I truly, even if I don't, if I feel like that I wasn't even there wrong, but I see the general consensus is that I was wrong, I can apologize because I trust these people. Like, everybody who is a scout, I trust, you know what I'm saying? And I feel like if everybody looking at the situation and they say I was wrong, then I'm just not looking at it right. But it can't be all these people I trust saying that was wrong, and I'm not. 2 Cent really been riding with me for a long time. And so when 2 Cent pulled me to the side and tell me something, like, I heavily take that under consideration because she don't say much often. So for her to come to me and pull me to the side and want to have a conversation, it's important. You know, Harley, I'm not supposed to tell people, but we got the same mama. You feel me? So when she tell me stuff, sometimes I be like, I ain't even worried about what you talking about. But at the end of the day, I be having to listen to her too, because she been with me since before the scouts was a thing. And then like Elle is like my content partner. You feel me? Like when she say something, I'd be like, yeah, I should. You know what I'm saying? I got Faye, who she took a break and now she coming back. And I mean, like, I got these people around me who support me so much that it would almost be disrespectful for me not to listen to them when they trying to give me some advice that's worth like bettering myself.
I'm gonna try like a quick experiment real quick. So if I were to say, I just want both of y'all to answer at the same time. If someone had the scouts emoji in their name and they were not scouted, who is reacting or addressing the situation first?
Harley.
Is true.
Harley. She be Harley.
Right. Okay. So let's switch it up a little bit. What superhero would you say is your alter ego?
I gotta go with Batman, because while it may not look like I got no superpowers, I'm really him. You feel me? Like, I'm knocking out folks. I'd be Superman if you put him up against me. Like, I'm really him. Put the bat.
I feel like he's had this question asked more than once.
So who would you say?
Shuri from Black Panther. I just feel like, you know what I'm saying? I feel like she be coming in clutch. I feel like she's underrated. I feel like she is very powerful when she understands her story. And, you know, they call me the drug. A lot of times they'll be like, what kind of drug are you? What kind of drug are you, right? And I like to say I'm heroine, right? Because heroine is the female version of a hero. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm gonna ride with.
So if you could change one thing in the world and on tag, or, you know, either or, what would it be?
I just want everybody to like understand like their value and understand how to love themselves. I feel like we as people are so prideful sometimes. We take things so personally, and it's like you allowing somebody's opinion or outside view of what they see of you determine what you internalize about yourself. And I hate that for us.
I had two, you know, one of them got to do with the strip club, so we ain't gonna use that one. The other one is I feel like somebody said in the comments, I feel like the healthcare should be, I don't feel like anybody should be denied proper care because they can't afford it. Like, I know some really good people that wasn't able to get some procedures done or wasn't able to get something because they simply couldn't afford it. Like, somebody was like losing their vision, and because they couldn't afford to have the right surgery, they just had to settle for what was available to them. I feel like if I could change anything, it would be that nobody will be turned away because they can't afford it.
I agree. My answer to this question was, I would free the world of like systems created by men or man, right? Systems like, we pay our car insurance every month, but I mean, if you don't get into an accident, where's all this money going? Systems like you're paying rent and this and that, you know, all of these things that you have to qualify. I don't want to hold you guys up too much because I still want to make sure that we get our other guests. If you are ready, make sure you request the box as well. What keeps y'all motivated on tag to keep going?
Being able to meet people that I never would have had the opportunity to, or even getting close with people that I would have never met without this app. It's also the team, right? Whenever you have a team that you talk to on a regular and consistent basis, there's an obligation there. And although it doesn't feel like an obligation, I know that I need to show up for them the way that they show up for me.
As cliche as it sounds, like seeing my team win, you feel me? Like when Elle was able to get, you know, the top ads, the show, 2 Cent, like grinding and about to be featured, you know, working with other people on my team to like, you know, get their first millies, get their 5 millies, you know, do content, do a successful event, actually do an auction and do good, you know, like to see my people like happy and to see them like excited because like, hey, I got something to look forward to, or hey, like I do like this, or hey, thanks for pulling up, like just motivating my team and being like there to like push them forward. If they weak, like that's my job to push you over. If you can't finish to the finish line, I pick your ass up and we'll walk over together. Like that for me is what I look forward to, because I really like to see my team win.
That's amazing. Y'all a tight family. I've seen y'all around. Every time I see that green and yellow, I know y'all showing up for each other, right? So making sure that y'all pay attention to the way that people are moving. Like unity is power. And I have so much more questions for y'all, but I'm hoping that I could get y'all back on the show next year sometime, because we ain't get enough juice today. We done got half a cup. We ain't get enough. But can you tell the people just anything that you will close out with to somebody that's new on the app or kind of just trying to find their way?
Yeah, I got one. I'm gonna because I want Elle to end it because she be having them elegant answers. You feel me? So I'm gonna end it with this. No matter what you're going through, no matter how hard times get, remember one thing. If she thick, you can work it out because you want the buns. You feel?
One of my words of advice is that I would say stay true to yourself. Okay, use whatever you stream, whatever's pushing you, whatever you're passionate about, tap into that and make that your content if you want to do content. But stay authentic to who you are and what your morals are and your passions are, so that whatever you talk about in whatever sense, it's still true to you. And the people that aren't around, that's okay. You don't focus on who's not around, focus on who is. Build with who is around, and pay attention to where you feel most celebrated. Pay attention to how you feel when you're around people, because pay attention to when you feel your best and who you're around when you feel your best. So shout out to all of y'all. I really appreciate y'all. I love y'all. Chakra, this is an amazing show. Thank you, Ghost. Thank you. It's always a pleasure. Make sure y'all
Thanks for being transparent. We appreciate
absolutely
that.
always. Thank you so much.
And for all of y'all that know, that has been a vulnerable moment for me on Tag as well. So I have experienced the same thing as Elle, so I absolutely understand what she's going through. But to use that on this platform to be able to share it with other people. I wrote poetry about it. Me and you have to definitely talk, Elle. And thank y'all for making the time to be here for this last juice box of 2023. It was an absolute pleasure.
What up, boy?
Ladies and gentlemen in the vibes. I don't know what to expect. What we doing. And we're going to bring up April K. She been waiting enough. The newest top badge in the building. Let's go.
Thank you for opening up and sharing your testimony right there. And so I'm going to go in a different direction. Because I just want to speak. Going into this new year, I just want us all to press into this new year. You know what I'm saying? No matter what, press into this new year. There's a lot of folks that try to press the off switch in your life, and God is saying press on. So let's press on, let's press forward. And so this is just dedicated to this new year and what we're going into. What's life? Why am I here? Thoughts rushing through my mind telling me persevere, but how can I when things aren't clear? Confused about my next step, I contemplate over past experiences, trying to pay for my own sins. When will my freedom come? When will I rise like the sun on a summer day? I pray, but sometimes I feel God's not listening. I get caught up in the daily routines of life, sometimes finding difficult separating wrong from right or even up from down. I'll drown in this full of doubt. There's got to be something more. Got to find my way out. Seems like I take 3 steps forward and 2 steps back. My focus is distorted, looking at life through tunnel vision, thinking of how clear things would be if I could just see the ending, but then that would be bending the rules, tools of the enemy's soul to get me off track. But mama said, don't fear because God's got your back. She said, keep your head to the sky, your thoughts in the clouds. And if I'm going to heaven, I would not be proud. You see, I don't know what the future holds, but I know who holds the future. And as long as God's got my hand, I don't have to understand. So I'm faced with 2 options, just sit here or press. And this time around, I think I'll press. Yes, press on to take hold of that for which Christ took hold of me until I rise like the sun. I'll press. Forgetting things of the past and straining towards what's ahead, I'll press. Knowing that I'm Holy Spirit led, fed by the word of God, I'll trot over obstacles in my path. I'll press. Yes, my destiny shall be fulfilled as I'm stilled, knowing that he is God and I'm not. I'll press, knowing that greater is he that's in me than he that's in the world. I'll press, keeping my head to the sky, not asking why me, but instead, why not me? For yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, still I press, for thou art with me. Thy rod and thy staff, they comfort me, for I walk by faith, so I don't need to see. I'll press, and I won't stop pressing. Knowing that after one more trial, I've learned just one more lesson. I'm pressing, knowing that yes, I was born for a reason. But see, before my harvest comes, I must press into my season. I'll press until my faith and my works become one. I will press through the pain. I will press through the storm. I will press to the mark. I will press till I've won. I will press. Even when I feel I hope is gone, L, even when you feel a hope is gone. Everyone, even when you're all out of options, you're at the end of your rope and you feel the hope is gone. Choose to stop, refocus, pray, and press on.
Oh my gosh, that was
Peace and
so
peace.
powerful. Oh my gosh, I can't
My
even.
birthday twin,
Y'all
fuck
know
you.
I'm a big
Man.
Let's
fan.
go. Let's go. Big birthday twin.
Y'all know it. Thank you. I appreciate that, ladies and gentlemen. I'm a big fan. I always say that, y'all. Y'all already know. That's why they had to surprise me with a performance. He had me crying on my birthday, y'all. I will say.
Lex for top badge.
Yeah,
Just letting y'all know,
yeah,
Lex for
yeah.
top badge.
Let's
Don't
not
play with
bad.
it.
Next.
Yeah,
That's
Play
next.
with it.
Definitely.
yeah.
If any admins is in the
Hey,
room, this
Brent.
man deserves that badge. But thank you so much, Lex. I hope I could have
Thank
you
you.
a little bit more on the juice box.
I gotta get up close and personal.
Hey,
Whoa!
okay, we gotta close out just like this right here. All right. So April K, tell them how you feeling. You just got it. What? 2 hours ago? An hour ago? Let's get it.
I can't describe the feeling. It's a different feeling. You know, I've been anticipating this since Tuesday. So I don't know. It's a relief. I'm relieved. Like we did.
So in this moment, tell us a little bit about your journey. Like, tell us who April K really is. You know what I mean? Like, let's get into it a little bit.
I went through a lot of the wrong people to meet the right people. That's all I can say with that one. You know what I'm saying? I had to weed out the bad. I spent a lot of money on the bad till I got to the good. You know what I'm saying? So it's been a long journey. Me as a person, I'm a transparent person. I'm an open door, open book, basically. I will be your friend until you show me not to be your friend. Put it that way. So I don't give everybody the chance and the benefit of the doubt, even when others say I shouldn't have. You know what I'm saying? But I had to learn that lesson on my own with people because people gonna deal with people differently.
So I got to personally, watch you grow. You know what I'm saying? And I got to personally see it. And I want to say, what is the biggest gratification about putting it on to you?
All of it's big gratification. Everybody here is a part of it. Like so, to see everybody happy, that's enough for me. To see everybody be like, "Oh my God, I'm so happy!" Like they happy, like it's just as happy as I am. If not happier. Some people are happier than I am. You know what I'm saying? Like they put in blood, sweat, and tears behind me too. So it made it's like a surreal feeling.
That's amazing. What I will say is like, just watching on the journey and like for anybody that's in here that is feeling like, I want to go for the top badge and stuff like that. I could say, just like April K, like my journey wasn't, it had some bumps in it. So don't feel discouraged to be like, yeah, maybe it's not for me or, think of yourself to where you can't get that badge because you really can't. You just got to meet the right people. And I feel you on that entirely. So what kind of, now that you have this badge, like what's next on the journey for you?
I plan on continuing to remain myself. I plan on helping mentor others if they want it. If they want it. If they want it. You gotta want it. If you don't want it, ain't no point. I feel like the top badge is just it's a badge I work hard for. I got it, it's on my name, but it ain't gonna change who I am.
This is my first mentee. This is the first person I endorsed, the one I wanted to see. So this is very special to me. And when she says, people like it more than her, I do. I wanted it more for her than she did. And I'm very proud of her because she ended up wanting it more. And I'm very thankful for that. But I gave you a lot of advice. I've talked to you about a lot of things. If you could say, what was the best thing that you got from me?
It's a lot. It's a lot I got from you. It's not just one thing. It's a lot I got from you. The talks is beyond because I comprehended more than others would. So when a lot of things that you said spoke into me anyway, I comprehended and ran with it anyway. It wasn't like I was defensive or I didn't like what you were saying. I absorbed it and I took it in, and it made a better streamer. It ran with me. Like a lot of stuff you said played into my head when I'm dealing with certain people and everything. So you can't just say one thing because all of it matters. When you see people that you really think will be happy for you, that will be here with you and like rock with you, and then they don't, or they change up, or they use some excuse or why they shouldn't do this, or like you really did something to them. That's the thing that hurts.
If I can, give a little juice to you today, don't focus on nobody that's not in that present moment with you now. Everybody that, really wants to see you win, that's pouring into you, want to hear from you. Today is your day. You need to be partying. You need to be celebrating. You've been making that 250 for weeks. You know, you done been through the times where it's like, I'm done with tag, for real. I'm like,
I did. I said it. I was ready to
we
give
done
up.
been through it. You know what I mean? So like, just if you can, you could talk smack about them people that didn't believe in you tomorrow, but today,
just
it's
enjoy
all
it.
about April K. You feel me? If y'all grab anything from that, support, yeah, we could press big buttons, but the support is the behind the scene things. I choose to give you this time. I choose to
The
pour.
loyalty.
I want to see you here. You know what I mean? And so, yeah, all of that monetary and diamond stuff is good, but like the things that really, really that we take for granted is I show up for you. You know what I'm saying? I endorse you. Shout out to Top Badge. Y'all see it?
You'll see her.
So if you want to close out with anything for anyone in the live that does not know you, this is the first time they're seeing you, anything that you want to tell someone, you know, before they even come into your live and stuff like that, something to know about April K and what to expect for this newest Top Badge right here at the Juice
Top Badge.
Just expect to hear my laugh. It's gonna make you laugh. That's all I can tell you.
Okay.
And please come to karaoke tomorrow at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time because we
Every
are gonna
Saturday
turn
nights, 8 p.m.
It's gonna be
Eastern.
Saturday, but
It's
we are
gonna be
gonna turn
turning
up.
up.
All
We are
right.
gonna turn
Hey,
up.
thank you, handsome.
That's
That
all I
means
can
a
tell
lot,
you
bro.
because everything else they just
Yeah.
have to find out when they come meet me for themselves. Because anybody can tell you anything.
Killer, look at our April K. Killer, look.
Is there any misconceptions, April K, that you want to clear up for the people in the back?
Yo, great
Nope,
question.
I don't want to clear up nothing. If they want to know, they come find it out. Nope.
Find out, y'all. Top Badge, April K, the newest Top Badge on the app. And where y'all gonna get the juice from? Huh? Where y'all gonna get the juice from? Right here. Make sure y'all hit her with a
Thanks,
fade.
AK.
And everybody that has boxed up today, thank you so much for taking the time. This is the last juice box for 2023. We're coming back next year. So if you want to be on the show or you know somebody that should be a guest on here, please reach out to me or Ghost Pressure. We're going to get them on the show. We're going to get that juice. And I'm hoping to bring you back, April K, because I need the full hour. I need the full hour.
I'll come back. I'll be
Okay,
back.
I need the full hour. All right, so congratulations, love. I'm so excited.
Back to my champagne. I gotta go.
So for everybody, Ghost Pressure, do you have any
I sure do. I want to say thank you, Chakra. Thank you for believing in me. Thank you for starting the show back up. Thank you for allowing me to be a part of it. I love it. I get excited to be here. You know, I know next year is going to be even better. I'm so looking forward to just everything we got going. Like, I really can't thank you enough. Like, I need this, you know, I just needed a place where I felt like I could do more for somebody too, not just for me. You know, like people don't know that's what moves me. Like, it's doing things for others. I really enjoy it.
We have that in common.
Yeah,
That's
we
why
do.
this energy will always work.
Yeah.
Okay? This energy will always be explosive, y'all. Cause look, I see the heart and the same similarities that I have. You know, that's why this collab is something that should have been happening, you know. But I appreciate you for making the time and pouring into me the same way I'm willing to. That's how we closing out today. Thank you, Ghost Pressure. We're gonna be back
Always
here. But I
appreciate
just
y'all. I'm
want
out of
to
here.
well with some motivational quotes. It is only through labor and painful effort, by grim energy and resolute courage, that we move on to better things. Okay? So it's only through, sometimes it's not going to be easy, but to get to that next chapter, you know, y'all heard April K, the trials and tribulations. Y'all heard Elle and Casper, you know, on here. That's the juice of today. That's what I grabbed. You know, when things are hard and stuff like that, it's important to have the people that want to see you win around you to get to that next season. I also have you build on failure. You use it as a stepping stone. Close the door on the past. You don't try to forget the mistakes, but you don't dwell on it either. You don't let it have any of your energy, any of your time, or any of your space. So whatever, that's a stepping stone. Whatever's bothering you, don't let that get in the way. And that's the juice of the day. Okay. So I hope y'all enjoyed the show. This is the Juice Box each and every Friday after the rundown at 3 p.m. Eastern. Now, my announcements is I have a auction on the 23rd of this month. My top gifter is going to be very happy that it was my top gifter. Okay. And it's a superhero theme. And y'all know I'm extra. Y'all know I'm extra. So y'all could imagine what the vibes is going to be that night. I'm definitely coming with the vibes. And I guess y'all could guess what superhero I'm going to be. You feel me? So other than that, keep following me on, go ahead and follow me on Instagram for the updates for the Juice Box and Understanding with the amazing lady panel.